what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides. I'm here at Monticello Raceway in New York, and it's a very, very important day. The National Media Day for this car right here. This is it. This is the all-new 2022 Toyota GR86. But before we get into this light, two-door, nimble sports car, let's talk about what's going on here. Toyota. They've been doing the business for so many decades, and it really goes back to the 1980s with the Toyota Corolla AE86. That really is the early beginnings of that rear-wheel drive, light, two-door fun car to drive. Well, fast forward to the 21st century, it seems all vehicles are SUVs. But you know what? Toyota, working with Subaru, this is a combination deal, have really wanted to bring something for the true enthusiast that would check off so many boxes, including, of course, the price at the end of the day. Now, this is the second generation of the Toyota 86. It started off life here in the United States as the Scion FRS. That was all the way back in 2013, if you could believe that. Toyota, working with Subaru, started really engineering and designing all the way back in 2007. Now, there was a refresh in 2017, and then now we have the all-new redesign. More power, but is it the power that you really, really want? More balance, more control, and definitely more style. So what I want to find out with this review is the 86 the better sports car to buy over the sister Subaru BRZ? Plus, is it worth the price? And all those other big goodies of fun driving experiences that we're going to have. So let's go ahead, let's dive in to our track bred, get it? Track bred, red Toyota 86 and find out. Right off the bat, the style. They nailed this one right on the head. Look at what we're doing with our headlight design. So you're going to get an all new headlight housing, full LED lighting, 24 ways from Sunday on this vehicle. LED daytime running lamps, LED headlights that are self-leveling, and LED turn signals. One of my favorite parts about the front end is the functional side air curtains. So these large, massive openings are going to channel air over the wheel arches and then down the side. I like the way they went simple, flat black, no gloss black, and you could see the arrow work that they added to the front end of the business. Now, as we come across this center grille, comparing this to the BRZ, obviously beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but I'm telling you right now, I think the front of the 86 is so much sleeker and slicker than the BRZ. You'll notice the great new grille design, and one little touch that I just want to showcase is that this is a GR product. That Gazoo Racing, you could see all of the G's in the grille. It's very subtle, but that's what they're trying to do, is they're trying to show you subtle points that this is a vehicle that they're proud of, and there is that GR badge. The GR badge is also on the Toyota Supra, but you'll find this badge on their World Endurance Sports Car race prototype that races over in the 24 Hours Le Mans, also over in the WRC. So GR is no stranger to performance. Love the way they extended that front fascia, give you a nice splitter that's going to stop air from going underneath the front end of this two-door sports car and channel air into that functional grille. And that's the great news. Everything at the front, totally functional. You got your Toyota badge, nice the way they kind of sunk it down a little, and then we get up onto the hood. Super sleek, everything just coasting towards the A-pillars. You have a nice peak rise on both sides of the hood. That's going to give you that perfect reference point. We're here at Monticello Raceway for a reason. This is ready for the track, and that's going to give you that vantage point, that reference point to hit your apexes perfectly. Now, as we come around the turn, the bend, check out what we're working with. The great news is you only have two choices of Toyota GR86, base or premium. This is a premium. So the premium, you're going to get this upgraded wheel. This is now an 18-inch wheel. I love the style. They actually took this design from the katana blade, that Japanese sword design, very nicely done. They're wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport Forest tires. So those are going to do the business for you at the track. 215 on the width, 40 series sidewall, and like I said, 18-inch wheel. If you go base, that is a 17-inch wheel. The one zonk that I have is I wish they would have upgraded the calipers. maybe gone Brembo on the premium brand. Plus, you are getting larger rotors compared to last gen. So you're looking at 11.6 inches in diameter on your rotors. They are fully ventilated. I think the other thing that I would like to see is maybe it have a 1-inch drop, just a little bit lower. Let me know what you think about the gap between the top of the tire and the inside of the fender, at least on the premium brand, or offer some kind of performance pack to have that all brought in. Now coming down the side fender, look at that functional vent. Sexy, and it freaking works as the air goes down the side of the vehicle. When it comes to the wheel design and that side fender vent, I just feel like it fits the GR86 a lot more cleaner than the Subaru BRZ. You're gonna get black mirror caps to go with those satin black wheels. That sexy roof silhouette, nicely done. And look at how they took the side sill and extended it out. This is all aero work that's been developed and put onto this car. The car is built in Japan, so that's another nice touch to have that unique flavor. Toyota being a Japanese brand, to have this vehicle built in Japan. Love the way it curves up, color matched on the door handles. It's interesting because from the side up top, it looks like the previous gen 86 and BRZ, but still with all the other additions, really makes it stand out. Now, as we work our way back, you got that sexy fender flare. You can see what we're working with, wheel and tire setup. You got two 15s on the width on the back. Nice, clean wheel design. And then you'll notice that extra aero that's been brought into the vehicle, not only at the front, but also the rear. Look at the way they even did the fuel door. They really formed it to the flow of that flared out fender. And then as we come to the tail end of the business, check out this bad boy. Premium gets the duckbill spoiler. Not only does it look great, but it actually gives you the downforce that you want. GR86 badge looking so clean, full LED lighting. Love the way they shaped the design, and just a little pinstripe of gloss black in the center. And then as we drop all the way down, you're gonna have that dual exhaust, one exhaust on each side, functional rear diffuser. Underneath there's more bracing for rigidity. They really worked on suspension bits, all four corners. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop the hood and see the biggest thing that there is on this new 86. All right guys, we got the hood popped. You still have a prop rod, but you know what? It has that old school feel, plus it's gonna be lighter. And that was one thing they really tried to focus on, is making things lighter on this new Toyota GR86. Now underneath that hood, it may look similar to last year because it's a flat 4, but it's something totally different. So what you're looking at is a 2.4 liter flat 4. That's up from a 2 liter, 228 horsepower, 184 pound-feet of torque. It is mated to a 6-speed manual that's been reworked, or a 6-speed automatic, which has also received some new tuning in the way of a new torque converter, clutch discs, and all the other internals. 0 to 60, if you know how to dance on your twinkle toes, is gonna be 6.1 seconds on the manual. 0 to 60 with the automatic is 6.6 seconds. You have a torsion limited slip diff, and the vehicle weighs about 2,800 pounds. What's great is, like I said, looking at the front end of the business, you're gonna get obviously the bracing to stiffen up the front and the rear, and they reworked the rack and pinion to give you quicker steering, better feel all the way around. But why don't we go ahead, talked about the engine. Obviously being a flat 4, it lowers that center of gravity. Do you want it to have a turbo? Let me know in the comment section, but let's fire up our GR86 and hear what it sounds like. All right, guys, we're inside this new 2022. Let me close the door. GR86, come on in. The water is just fine. Now, I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, I've been waiting for this car ever since you showed it to us at the headquarters of Toyota. I want one. How much is it? Now, official pricing is still not released yet, but Toyota is promising sub $30,000 mark. Comparing that to the BRZ puts it right into alignment. The big question is, will it be worth the while spending the more money maybe to go the Nissan Z route with the new 2022 Z? But until we get further pricing, sub 30,000, let's see what you get for the money to the door panels. Now on the premium trim, which remember is the higher of the two, you are gonna get Alcantara material up top, very nice, soft touch, great to look at. And then as you drop down, you're gonna get soft touch material in the center and on the armrest with the stitching. The cup holder is exactly that, just a bottle or cup holder. No snacks could go in that container. So one thing to be a little weary of. Now, when you're going from the door panel to the dash, you'll notice you have soft touch material here. I love the silver trim that they brought. The way this extends out really gives the passenger a nice area. And that's another thing. If you're comparing this to Miata, it really frees up the space here. But as we keep sliding, they integrate the AC vents very clean. And then working your way down, that's that new 8-inch infotainment system, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, touchscreen, very easy to go through and navigate. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it into reverse. There's your backup camera with trajectory. Actually pretty clear resolution. I could read the license plate numbers off of those Highlanders that are driving by. And then you wanna go home, we're right back to home. Drop down, look at the touches. GR, start stop on that start stop button. You're gonna have your dual climate control on the premium trim. Nice feel to all the switch gear. You got your toggle switches here for your AC, your diffuser, all that stuff. And then this is where the magic happens. Remember how your parents said, knock on the door before you come in when you were a kid to their room? That's because they were making the magic happen. This is where you're gonna make the magic happen. Nice short throws, crisp engagement. They reworked everything in the gearbox so that your second and third, smoother. You're gonna hit it more positively. Fourth, same thing with fifth. Really, really love the action. And thank you, Toyota and Subaru. Hashtag save the manuals. Silver trim looking great. And then you're gonna have your buttons here where you have your ability to shut off traction control. You go into your track mode. There is a dead button, which I am gonna zonk that, but it is nice to have that track mode. There's only two options in the manual. If you go automatic, you get normal, sport, and track. We have our 2-stage seat heaters. I like the way this is just flat black. No glare, no scratches. You have the stitching, really classy on that old-fashioned e-brake. And then look what we got. An actual armrest that's soft. Bomb doors, open away. What do we got? You actually could put 2 Twinkies in here. So if you want food storage, this is not the car for you, but you can get 2 Twinkies in there. Here's our key fob. As you can see, it looks like a Subaru key fob. Makes sense with the Toyota badge there, but it's a nice looking key fob. You got your USBs and an aux jack. And then the seats are my favorite. Premium trim, you're getting the Alcantara, the leather material, nice bolstering without being too vice grip on you. Plus, you're gonna have manual controls for the passenger and the driver. The great news is plenty of headroom. I'm 6 feet tall. I'm ready to get out on the track. Give me a freaking helmet. But before we do, come on over to the business end. I wanna show you behind the wheel of this new 86. All right, guys, behind the wheel of the GR86. I like the nice touches with just simple aluminum sill panel. Doesn't need to have anything else. When you go premium trim, you're getting all aluminum pedals. So you got the aluminum dead pedal, clutch, brake, and throttle. Look at that heel toe downshifting. Perfecto mundo. Seats though, another just nice place to be. It almost feels like you're the baseball and these things are catcher's mitts. Hold you perfectly in place. Steering wheel. Doesn't need to be a flat bottom wheel to be a killer wheel. Love the thinness of the overall style. You got the GR badge, and I like the way they just kept it simple on the buttons. Flat black with your Toyota badge. It is manual tilting and telescoping wheel, and then that dash is fan-freaking-tastic. If you notice, it actually is designed to look like the Boxer engine. So that flat forward design. Watch when I go into track mode. You hit track mode. Let me hold down track mode here, and it's gonna change. Look at that. Changes the tack and everything very, very nice. I'm even gonna shut it off real quickly. Look at that, look at the shut off feature there, and then fire it back up. Boom, look at that, pistons going side to side there. Great touches. It's just little things like that that make you feel like you're in something special. Now, you do have a back seat. Unless you're about 2 feet tall, maybe you're a stuffed animal, maybe a paper mache person, you could fit back there. But you know what? This car isn't about the back seat. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go on throttle in our GR86. Right, guys, time to get in the trunk. I like the way they have the button mounted nice and high. You lift it up. May not seem like a lot of room, but you know what? If you're comparing this to a Mazda Miata, which is the same class of car, you're getting tons of space. And it's quite incredible what they've done. It's 6.7 cubic feet of space, which may not sound like a lot, but that rear seat folds down one solid seat back. You could actually get 4 wheels with tires mounted, so you could do your autocross event, go do your track day, and swap things around. But you know what? Why don't we go ahead, let's swap some on-throttle fun in our GR86. All right, guys, we're in this GR86, driving through Monticello Raceway. Right away, if you're wondering about the whole torque curve issue, it's totally eliminated. They took the peak torque from 6,000 RPM and brought it way down to about 3,700 RPM. So you're really gonna get a nice overall feel for what is going on with this vehicle. All right, guys, here we go. On throttle, yeah! Love that sound. You can hear the rev indicator telling you to shift. Just really nice and balanced. Look at this. Wow. I'm telling you, it's not 700 horsepower, but you don't need 700 horsepower. 228 horsepower, it feels totally different from the previous generation, 100%. I love looking out the rear window through the mirror. You can see that duck-billed spoiler back there, angled up, doing the business. But that's what this car is about, man. It's just a fun driving car. It's a driver's car, especially in the manual. The steering is so much quicker than before because of all the changes that they made to the electric steering rack. The transmission shifts like a hot knife through butter. All right, guys, here we go. Are you ready? On throttle, yeah! Smoke them if you got them. Woohoo! Nice. Great sound. Look at this. Through the hills in North State, or I should say upstate New York. Look at it, nice and balanced. The torque delivery is so linear. Wow. Suspension work, they reworked the compression and the rebound damping. Just allows you to have a really positive driving experience. Brakes work great. Super smooth. Seats hold you in nicely. It really is a driver's car. We need to go on throttle one more time. Are you ready? I'm ready. On throttle, here we go. Nice. Love the way the car just sounds. They changed the whole experience of this thing. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Chirping tire's a happy tire. On the brakes, feeling good. Nice balance, hitting our apexes. Yeah. There we go. On the brakes. The way it talks to you front to rear is so awesome. I love this turn right here. Hold the line nice. Start rolling on throttle. Nice. Look at this. Carry our speed. Oh yeah. Nice! So freaking bad. Look at this. It just... Wow. They did a heck of a job with the balance of this car. On throttle. right, guys, here we go. Nice, here we go. Woo! On throttle, yeah! I love the way you can steer the car with the rear end. Look at this. Nice. Round and round and round we go. Woo! Yeah, woohoo! Sliding out the back a little bit. For the chicane. Woohoo! So glad to have you guys here. Woo! This thing is a blast. Absolute blast. All right, guys, it's been an amazing day here at Monticello Raceway. I definitely want to thank Zach, Paul, Josh, the whole crew so accommodating to get us behind the wheel of this new GR86. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Would you go BRZ? Would you take your money and go a different brand, maybe even the 400Z? Let me know what you think in the comment section. But one thing is for certain, driving it is definitely gonna put a big smile on your face. But if you wanna keep seeing new sports cars redesigned on Raiti's Rides, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raiti's Rides family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you in the channel, click the first link, become a Raiti's Rides Patreon member. Click the second link, get yourself some Raiti's Rides merch. Got to give it up to the queen of the camera. She is doing the business no matter what state we're in, even Hawaii. Doesn't have to be the continental United States. So thank you, Lori, for doing your job so well. Show her some love in the comment section. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.